Hello there, I'm Inga, and I belong to a family of semi-nomads in Europe. Growing up, I was a really pretty kid. I had flawless skin, long dark hair, and eyes of different colors. Everyone who saw me used to say I was blessed by the gods, and every guy wanted me.
Here are roses, my beautiful angel. I made you a trinket from diamonds.
But they had no idea I had been born with a special condition.
Come join us in the pool, Inga. Oh, no, I'm fine. Are you sure? The pool is nice and cold. Here, feel it.
He suddenly splashed some on me, and my skin broke out in a rash. I had to run off before anyone could see it. As soon as I got into the lava, which is what we call our tents, Mom wrapped some clothes around my rashes. This was the special condition I was talking about. My skin broke out into rashes every time I touched cold water, and it made me feel so uncomfortable.
I don't understand why this always happens.
It's nothing, honey. Don't let it bother you.
While we talked, Dad suddenly burst into the room, panicking.
Darling, you and Inga should pack up your things immediately. We've been attacked by foreigners in their big machines.
I peeped through a tear in the lava, and it was true. There were monstrous machines destroying our lands like they were nothing. Then, I saw the figure of a kid holding hands with an adult who seemed to be controlling everything.
Destroy it all!
Gosh, it made me really angry.
We should fight them. It's our land.
We don't have the men for that now, Inga.
Dad grabbed me and Mom and we escaped. And since then, my family never really stayed for long in one spot. We had to always migrate from one settlement to another to avoid invaders and find better pasture for our reindeers. Because of this, none of my friendships with anyone ever lasted. All my friends came and went like the seasons, and I wished that I could have just one friend who'd stayed by my side forever. But it felt like the most impossible wish. Or at least I thought so, until I heard a cry in the woods one day while I was packing some herbs for dinner.
Someone, help me!
I mounted my horse and galloped all the way to the sound of the voice. When I reached the voice, I found a boy my age stuck in some branches and helped him out.
Are you okay? Yes, I think so. I'm Logan. You look like a very pretty angel.
Thank you. I'm Inga.
That's not a really popular name.
Well, it's probably because you're not from around here.
You're right. I'm American, and I'm camping with my older sister here for a project. She's a historian.
I sat beside Logan, and we spent the entire afternoon talking. When it started to get dark, I walked him back to his tent, and that was when I met his sister. But she wasn't what I expected.
Where have you been?
Hi, Holly. I was just, looking around. This is my friend, Inga. Hi, Holly. But Holly didn't even look at me. Instead, she faced Logan with fire blazing in her eyes.
You've been talking to a girl? Do you have any idea how long I've been searching for you? You were just shut up. I wasn't talking to you. Stay out of this.
I expected Logan to say something, but he just stayed quiet and watched while his sister screamed at him. It made me super uncomfortable, but I decided that maybe she was just really worried about her brother.
Go inside the tent now. I'll deal with you later. And you, go back to where you belong.
I had no idea why she was so mean, but I waved to Logan goodbye and rushed back to the lava before Dad and Mom could notice I was missing. The next day, I returned to the location where I first met Logan with the hopes of running into him so we could talk about yesterday. Thankfully, I spotted him, but he didn't seem that excited to see me.
Inga, what are you doing here?
I was wondering about your sister. Why did you let her scream that way at you?
It's none of your business,
Logan said, in the meanest voice he could muster, and it made me feel so bad. I thought we had connected. Why was he mean to me all of a sudden? I'm sorry for asking. I was just concerned.
Maybe I should leave. I'm sorry, Inga. I shouldn't have spoken that way to you. Please forgive me.
I smiled and sat back beside him.
About Holly, the truth is she isn't always like that. She's just super protective because she doesn't want to lose me too, like our parents who passed away. It's been difficult on the both of us.
I understand. I have super protective parents. I have to always sneak around them to do what I want.
Inga, you shouldn't talk to strangers. They're dangerous.
Inga, don't go out.
Logan laughed, and I joined in. While we talked, we suddenly heard heavy footsteps approaching.
That sounds like it's Holly. Quickly, hide!
I quickly jumped into some bushes before Holly could find us together.
Ah, there you are.
I watched as she approached him and suddenly leaned over to sniff him like a dog.
Were you with someone just now?
No, I wasn't.
I don't believe you. Is that a strand of dark hair on your shirt?
Goodness, how had she spotted something so tiny? She picked off a strand of long, dark hair from Logan's shirt, and it was mine.
I don't know how that got there. Liar! It's that girl from yesterday, right? You were with her.
She pulled Logan's ear, and I had the urge to jump out of the bush and attack her, but Logan looked at me and shook his head, mouthing,
Don't.
From now on, I no longer want to see you around that girl. Her people are barbarians and dangerous. How do you know?
She squeezed his ear harder.
I'm the historian with the experience, and I just know. Stop hanging around with her.
Gosh, she acted like a monster. She dragged him out with his ear, and it made me so furious. I stormed back home, and when I got there, Mom noticed my sour mood.
Inga, what's wrong? Why do you look like that?
I wanted to complain about Holly, but I suddenly remembered that Mom and Dad didn't like foreigners much. My forehead aches.
Oh dear. Maybe you should meet the shaman.
Don't worry, Mom. I'm fine. I left her alone and hurried into the lava. A few days passed by, and I didn't see Logan, even when I went to our spot. My guess was that it had something to do with his awful sister. One day, while I was taking care of the reindeers, I felt a pebble hit me behind my head.
Who's there?
No one replied. When I turned away, the pebble appeared again, and again, and again. Someone was messing with me! I headed to the direction where the pebbles were coming from, and found Logan, hunched over in laughter.
You should have seen your face.
Yeah, so funny. You know what's funnier?
You ditching me?
I thumped him on the chest.
How?
But he gripped my hands and we fell to the ground with me on top of him. Our faces were so close it made me blush.
Inga.
He brushed my hair to the side and stared deep into my eyes. But before he could kiss me, we felt something poke our sides. It was one of the reindeers.
Is that a reindeer?
We both stood up and dusted ourselves off.
Yes. You've never seen one before? No, they're beautiful. Your tribe seemed to have a lot of beautiful things. I wish I could see all of it. But after what you told me about your parents,
You can!
Huh? How?
Wait here. I ran off to the settlement while Logan waited for me. I quickly cut down our washing line without anyone noticing and took some of Dad's clothes, then headed back to Logan. Mom and Dad were busy, so they didn't notice a thing. Here, put them on.
I don't understand.
The only way to get into my settlement is if you saw me. Take them. Be quick.
Awesome. Thank you.
After Logan was ready, we walked back to the settlement.
Don't be too excited. Act natural.
Sorry.
I showed Logan around. They're drawings made by our artists.
The handwork on this is beautiful. Holly would love this.
Next, I showed him Dad's hunting tools near the lava.
Wow, you have some talented hands here.
Logan was fascinated by everything, but suddenly, Dad showed up behind us.
Inga, and who are you?
Dad, this is Andaris. We, wanted to borrow your tools for hunting.
Andaris. His clothes look similar to mine. Take off your cap, kid, so I can see your face clearly.
Dad snatched the cap away from his head, blowing his cover.
You!
He shoved a finger into Logan's face like they knew each other.
Sir, I don't know you. Liar! And what do you think you're doing hanging out with my daughter, foreigner?
I was so confused. What was going on? Dad, I don't think you know him. But he ignored me and focused on Logan.
I never want to see your kind around here. Go, before I get my men to deal with you.
Logan ran off, and I chased after him.
Inga, come back here.
No matter how loud Dad screamed my name, I didn't answer.
Logan, wait! He's right, Inga. You should stop hanging out with me.
You're my friend, Logan. Why would I do that? Suddenly, Holly jumped out of the bushes.
Logan, what did this little barbarian dress you up in?
Please leave him alone.
Don't talk to me like that.
Holly stomped towards me and raised her hand to slap my face, but I caught it before it could land. I had had enough of her evilness. I'll talk to you however I like. You're an evil she-devil with a black heart who survives on torturing everyone around you, even your younger brother. What on earth is wrong with you?
Shut up!
She raised her other arm, but I caught it too.
No, you shut up! You're the worst person to have as a sister!
I pushed her to the ground, then stepped towards her menacingly.
I'll deal with you sooner or later. This isn't the end.
She got up and ran away like a coward. I faced Logan, but he turned away from me.
You shouldn't have done that.
I don't understand. She's always mean to you.
It's none of your business, Inga. She's my sister, not yours. I can defend myself if I want to. I don't need you doing it for me.
He walked off, leaving me standing alone and wondering what I'd done wrong. When I got home that evening, I confronted Dad.
You chased my only friend away. Foreigners are not your friends.
What's your deal with him? Why won't you tell me?
Enough! You're banned from leaving the settlement.
After that day, Logan stopped speaking to me, and the tension between Dad and I grew thick. But then, one night while everyone in my tribe was asleep, something terrible happened. I woke up to the sound of someone stealing jewelry from Mom's jewelry box, and I screamed, "Thief!" Waking everyone up. The thieves ran out before I could see their faces properly. I hurried outside and found that most of our things had been stolen. Our rock slabs, hunting tools. I got on my horse and chased after the thieves, and when I nearly caught up to the two of them, I suddenly fell off from my horse, but I got up and chased after them barefoot.
Stop!
When they stopped, I was shocked to see Logan and Holly.
Logan, I don't understand.
He couldn't even look at me.
I warned you to stay away. Anyways, consider this payback for what your stupid tribe did to my parents. What are you even?
Holly suddenly pushed me into a small pond I hadn't noticed, and red bumps began to spread across my entire skin.
Oops, I guess you aren't so perfect after all. Look at your friend Logan. She looks ugly now. What a freak.
Holly, that's enough.
You're never fun. Come on.
Logan gave me an apologetic look before he and his sister ran off. I'd never felt so humiliated and stupid. Tears filled up my eyes. Shortly after, my parents and the rest of the tribe ran up to me. When they saw me, they gasped.
What's that on her skin?
Their voices sounded muffled as my eyes slowly closed and I passed out. The next morning, I woke up to Dad and Mom packing up their stuff.
What's going on?
They suddenly rushed to my side.
Oh, honey, thank goodness you're all right. After what happened last night, we decided to migrate today.
The events of last night rushed to my memory.
Dad, I should have listened to you. Because of me, Logan and his sister stole from us. I'm sorry, really sorry. And now everyone saw my skin last night.
To my surprise, my parents hugged me.
I forgive you, Inga. It's not your fault he betrayed your trust. People can be evil, and sometimes we just can't control their actions.
Also, Inga, there's nothing wrong with your skin. Everyone has flaws too.
My parents' words were encouraging, but there was one thing from last night I couldn't get off my mind.
Dad, did we do anything wrong to Logan's parents? Is that how you know him?
I guess it's time I let you know. Remember years ago when our first settlement was destroyed by machines? That boy and his people all did it.
I couldn't believe my ears.
But that's impossible. Logan said he didn't know you.
He was lying, but I didn't want to say anything because you seemed so mad at me. I thought that I had been wrong about him and he might have changed. If only I knew he was still up to no good.
Hearing everything Dad said made me really furious. I couldn't believe Logan had only been using me. It wasn't fair. I'll never speak to foreigners again. I promise you. I joined my parents to pack up the rest of our things, and within an hour, we were on the move with every member of the tribe. In 2 days, we found the perfect settlement. It was green, warm, and smelled so fresh. I took the reindeers out for grazing every day, and in a few years, I forgot all about Logan and Holly. But then one day, we heard a loud machine noise in the settlement, which sent chills through my body and sent everyone into chaos.
We're not leaving our land again for foreigners! We'll fight!
Everyone rushed behind Dad and waited for the machine. When it finally appeared, a man stepped out, and it was Logan.
You? Please, I come in peace. Years ago, my sister and I stole some items from your home, and I've spent years looking all over for your tribe to return them, but you never stay in one spot.
Why should we? You destroyed our first settlement.
I was only a kid. My parents were the ones responsible. What was even their reason?
What did we ever do to them?
They were billionaires who were trying to expand their company, all right? That's all I know. My dad brought me along, but I didn't understand anything that was happening.
Slowly, I remembered the innocent little boy holding the hand of the adult who was screaming at his machines to destroy our homes.
But what about the things you and your sister stole from us? They're here, and I can explain. Holly was going to bring her team of researchers to ransack your homes if I hadn't convinced her that I knew the map of your settlement from what you showed me when you sneaked me in, and we could do it alone instead.
What's her deal? Why is she so mean?
After my parents destroyed your homes, they started to face some bad business and fell sick before they then passed away. Holly thinks you have some witches that cursed them. Jeez, I'm sorry, Logan. I hope she's doing better now. No, she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and is now in a mental facility.
As we talked, Dad and the rest of the tribe surrounded us.
We've had some misunderstandings in the past, boy, but everything you've said and done today proves you have a good heart.
As soon as every member of my tribe dispersed, I hugged Logan.
I've missed you.
Me too, Inga.
I've missed seeing your beautiful face.
So you don't think I'm a freak, just like Holly said?
You're not a freak. You just have a condition called choline urticaria. I'm a med student, so I know.
Really?
Yep, and for your eyes, it's a condition called heterochromia.
Heteroulteria? As I tried to pronounce the words, Logan laughed and looked into my eyes.
Every year I spent far from you was torture. I want to pick up from where we left off.
It's been a few years. Maybe we should take it slow and start over as friends first.
I can do that.
I had the biggest smile on my face. Logan was back, and everything was better.
Come into the lava. You're a part of us now.